Normal. How'd you sleep?
Lousy. What are you so cheerful about?
Just setting an example. But it's okay. You've earned the right to have a little attitude. It's not every day you come back from the dead.
Oh, great. So I'm a freak show, too. Why don't you sell tickets?
No, just give yourself a chance to get acclimated. You've been through the wars. Hello, Doctor.
Hello.
You might have to wear your flak jacket.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
It's about time you showed up. I left you a message.
And the reason I didn't call is because you were supposed to be sleeping, except you decided not to take the sedative I prescribed.
I don't want to be any fuzzier than I already am. Karen, I'm having these dreams. And my head is spinning. I can't tell if they're real or if they're not or what.
It's just a couple of days that aren't clear.
You try living this way.
You're home. You're recovering much better than I would have imagined. You've got your life and your friends and your husband. There's nothing about those few days that would change any of that, is there?
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I wasn't comfortable on the bedroom floor, so I slept out here on the couch.
How did you get in here?
The window. You were sleeping very soundly.
Yeah, I had a long couple of weeks. Any reason you picked my couch?
You're the only person who's been nice to me since I got here.
Wasn't that nice?
Dr. Thornhart, I didn't want to leave jail. You said there might be better places to hide. My problem is I didn't have anywhere to go where I feel safe.
I can... Go in there. Go hide. I'll get rid of whoever it is. Come on in. It's open. Dr. Collins, how can I help you?
You can give me some answers about my wife.
I wish I knew what it all meant.
What means?
These images I'm having. I keep seeing Ian and me together.
As in...
No, not together, but kissing passionately, as if we're about to.
Okay. Well, they have to be fantasies. I mean, why would you ever think you had an affair?
Well, it's not exactly out of the realm. Ian and I had some chemistry before we were kidnapped.
Okay, wait a minute. So this whole time you were pushing me to Ian, saying, oh, look how cute and look how funny and look how smart. It was because you were feeling that?
Well, I've always thought Ian was interesting. I mean, annoying, but interesting. And maybe those images I'm seeing and what I'm feeling is just an extension of that. So they are just fantasies after all.
Well, what about Kevin?
What do you mean, what about Kevin? I love Kevin. He is my husband, and nothing's changed except...
You can't stop thinking about Ian.
Yes.
So ask him. I mean, Ian knows you're missing time. Ask him what happened.
Oh, right. Oh, sure, okay. Ian, did we by any chance make love while we were being held prisoner? Because I'm sure it was great, but I can't remember. Come on.
Okay, your presentation needs some work.
Don't you think that he would have told me if something had happened?
Maybe he's waiting for you to remember.
Oh, God, I can't do this right now. I cannot handle this right now. I need to get some rest, some real rest.
Great. Your wish is my command. Except this time, I want you to actually get some sleep. Got it?
Got it.
Good.
Thank you. Don't you have somewhere to be?
Okay, I was gonna go across the street and grab a bite. But I'll be back. We will figure this out.
Thanks, Karen.
Hey, Frank, sorry I'm late.
Hey, half a dozen people walked out in protest because you weren't here.
Yeah, sure they did. How did we do last night?
Great, except you need to help Allison with her addition. She always forgets to carry the one. Hey, you off shift?
Meal break. I'll start with 20 cups of coffee and then move on to soup.
Coffee. So, how's Eve?
Stronger every day?
Still having trouble remembering stuff?
Yeah, afraid so. You know, it's awful having missing pieces of memory.
That could be a blessing, too. Believe me, there are a few chunks of time from my own life I just as soon forget. Most of them involving Courtney.
What is she up to?
She heard about some job. You ready for this?
Yeah.
In Paris.
France.
Yeah, something to do with Donatella Stewart's European office.
Oh, good Lord. Well, what about Neil? Does he want to move overseas?
Neil loves his school, he loves his room, he loves living with me and Joe. If Courtney thinks he's going anywhere, she's got a fight on her hands.
I was thinking about what you said.
Yeah?
If I'm that valuable around here, maybe I should ask for a raise.
Absolutely. Take it up with my mom.
Well, you wouldn't want to put in a good word for me, would you?
I might.
She likes you.
Really?
She's cute. You should ask her out.
And you should watch out who you're playing Cupid with.
What, afraid, tough guy?
Terrified.
Well, I don't blame you, since you clearly have trouble making the right choices.
Courtney is going to haunt me for the rest of my life, isn't she?
Probably. But Courtney aside, fess up. What are you afraid of?
What do you want from me?
The truth. What really happened while you were away?
I was kidnapped. I was held prisoner by an evil man, and he wanted me
No, you're not paying attention.
Kevin, is that you?
I'll ask a question. I want to know the truth about Thornheart.
Kevin, what do you mean?
Well, Eve, what really happened between you two?
I don't remember.
Sure you do. Tell them what happened between us.
I have no idea. I swear, I don't.
Maybe this will jog your memory. Picture this. Me at home, mourning my dead wife. Now picture you getting cozy with this guy. Isn't that what happened?
How can I give you details if I can't even remember what happened myself?
You don't have to cover anymore. He's figured it out. Might as well tell him the truth. Tell him how much it meant to you, how much you needed it. You were even dreaming about it.
I can't tell if this is a dream or if this is real.
It's real.
You know the truth.
Of course you do.
You know.
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 Is Eve okay?
Compared to what? Someone who wasn't kidnapped, held against her will, hit by a car, lost her memory, almost her life? I'd say okay is optimistic.
Right you are.
What really happened?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Did something happen while you were away that I should know about?
I think Eve told you everything that's relevant.
What she can remember, but what about what she's blocking? What happened that she doesn't want to face?
Okay, right around Christmas time, it was obvious that Harris wasn't going to let us go, so I made a deal with him. I told him that I would treat us as ease if he allowed Eve to go home.
Did Harris do something to her?
He didn't do anything to her. I wouldn't let that happen.
Go on.
We tried to manipulate him. It was touch and go for a while, but in the end, we got out of there.
Quite a team.
We did what we had to survive, Kevin.
Yeah, well, that's the official version, but I'm guessing there's more. Did something happen between you and my wife while you were locked away together?
That's a question best asked to your wife.
She's in no condition to be pushed.
Then maybe you should go take care of her instead of getting in my face.
Well, I am taking care of her, but I'm not just her husband. I'm a psychiatrist. And I happen to know that the loss of her memory is causing her even more anxiety. Now, I want to help find out why.
What are you asking me, Kevin? Do you want to know if your wife and I had an affair where we're fighting for our lives? The answer is no.
Then why write her a love letter?
About what they eat. Chef Boyardee? Kids love.
So how come you're so afraid to date? I mean, it's like riding a bicycle.
I don't remember you being this pushy.
Sure you do. So answer my question.
No, you answered it for me. I'm a victim of my own bad judgment. Your turn.
Me? I think you have bad judgment, too.
Hey, that is not what I meant. And you aren't exactly tearing up the dating world either.
Other priorities. I'm focusing on my recovery and keeping what's left of my career on track.
Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm a dateaholic. I've been date-free for longer than I can remember.
Hi, Frank. You know, you can make fun all you want, but I happen to love my work.
And it keeps you so snug on most chilly winter nights.
You know, you're about this close to being a sexist. You would never say that to a guy, and besides, it's none of your business.
Now who's being sexist? My personal life is open to scrutiny, and yours is off limits?
Exactly.
Why?
Because I happen to be a sensitive and thoughtful person, and you're the most guy I know.
Was I just insulted?
Simple observation.
Well, you know, I've got one of those myself.
Oh.
I think that you're using your career as an excuse not to get on with the rest of your life.
So why don't you entertain me a little bit? What's the gossip around here? Who's done what to whom?
Okay, well, you know, Courtney has left town.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah, she moved to Europe. She's looking for work someplace.
Good. The farther away, the better.
I know.
What else?
Oh, we held a really cool wake for you when we thought you were dead.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you guys say? Tell me about it.
Are you sure it's not too morbid?
No. Are you kidding me? How often do you get to hear what your friends say about you when they think you're dead, but you're really not dead? You know what I mean. Go ahead.
Okay, it was at the recovery room.
Recovery room? You had to wake for me at a bar?
But it was so much fun. And sad. It was really sad, too. I mean, people talked about what a great friend you had been and your sense of humor, you know. And they talked about Ian, too.
What'd they say about Ian?
What do you think? I mean, they all had a huge crush on him. I'm surprised they didn't put a statue up in his honor, you know. But, you know, it was really enlightening, you know, because the one thing that was clear was the way that you had found love in your life. You know, you just look at Kevin's face, and that tells that story. But with Ian, it was tragic, you know, because it was obvious that he had died without ever really loving anyone.
That's really sad.
I know. That's why I was so happy to find out that he was, or is, rather, in love with somebody.
Who?
I don't know, but Joe swears that he has found the love of his life. Oh, I gotta go. Too much fun, not enough work. Look, I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but it's really great to have you back.
Thanks. It's good to be back. Okay, Ian, enough is enough. I gotta find out the truth. Oh.
Where'd you get that?
Right in this room. After the explosion, I came here looking for clues for anyone who might want you dead. And after I found this, I was tempted to add my name to the list. It refers to you and my wife sharing a kiss.
I know what it reads, Kevin. And I don't think there's anything I could say that would satisfy you.
Try the truth. For Eve's sake.
It's not a love letter.
Lust, maybe?
Eve and I were working together trying to save our patients. Rachel was doing her experiments.
Cut to the chase.
I made a mistake. I crossed a line. It never should have happened. And the kiss was one-sided. I knew it was a mistake the moment it happened. And that is my poor attempt at an apology. Hey, if you want to take a shot, I wouldn't blame you.
It happens. People do things when the situation gets tense. And I just want to help my wife remember.
I do what I can as well. My offer stands if you need me.
Yeah, let me be real clear about this. I appreciate you getting her home in one piece, but that's where your job ends.
That's very clear, Kevin.
The only reason I'm talking to you about this is because my first priority is my wife. I want to help her remember so she can get herself and our life back together.
Can't say I wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah, well, today's the first step. I'm taking her home.
Great.
You can keep this.
You know, I'll have you know that I'm getting on very nicely with my life.
I'm just calling it the way I see it. I mean, there's a reason you take on extra shifts and volunteer at the clinic, work the graveyard.
You don't know anything about why I do what I do.
You're right. I don't. From now on, I'll just mind my own. I'm so sorry. Let me.
You think this is funny?
Wait, hey,
It's funny.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Mine was an accident.
And mine was on purpose, just like this one.
All right, now that is war. You're pretty gross.
And you look awful yourself.
I'll get you a towel.
Thanks.
Dr. Foster to the pharmacy. Dr. Frank Foster to the pharmacy.
That was awkward. The walls are thin. I couldn't help hearing.
I think it's time for you to leave.
He's married to your friend, isn't he? The one I hit?
Yes, he is.
Why'd you lie to him? You did have an affair with her, didn't you?
You don't know that, and it's none of your business.
I don't really need an answer. I saw it the night of the accident. I heard you say you love her. Eve, isn't it?
I don't care what you heard or what you saw. There's no reason for you to be here anymore.
But there is. See, I have nowhere else to go. And under the circumstances, I doubt you'll make me leave.
You blackmailing me?
No. Yeah, I swear, no. You have no idea what I'm facing. You have no idea how scared I am.
You're right, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Please don't make me leave.
Don't do that.
Please, I have nowhere else to go.
Don't be sad, okay? Come on, it's all right. gonna be said.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
Who's chasing you? Who wants you dead?
My family.
I love Kevin.
So why do you keep fantasizing about Ian?
I had to see you.
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet.